Hello, and thank you for joining me for practice today. My name is Julia. Before we get started, make sure you have at least one yoga block. If you have two, that's great. If you don't have a yoga block, see if you can find a similar size and shape household item and grab that to be by your side today. And when you're ready, let's find our way into a comfortable seat, legs gently crossed, eyes closed. We'll just take a few moments to settle in. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose if you're able. Purposeful breathing. Concentrating all of your attention on the breath as a way to quiet the mind. Giving yourself something specific to think about so your mind doesn't wander elsewhere. As we move through the practice, do your best to allow this to be a moving and breathing meditative experience, finding ways to connect on a deeper level with your own thoughts and feelings, using your breath as a guide to get to that place. Let's bring hands into a prayer position in front of the heart. We'll chant the sound of Om one time. Join with me if you're able. Take a deep breath in. Release your hands and open your eyes. Bring your right hand to the floor, right beside your right waist, and start to wiggle it over towards the right a little bit. Left arm reaches high and then stretch it all the way over the ear towards the right side of the room. You might walk your right hand even further to the side if you're really mobile. Maybe right forearm drops to the floor. See if you can really sink your left sit bone further into the mat, increasing the stretching feeling on that left side body. Breathe one more time here. Slowly bring yourself back upright. Same thing on the other side. Left hand or forearm is down. Right arm stretches all the way over to the side. See if you can continue rooting down through the right sit bone. Left forearm does not have to be on the mat. If you're tight in your side body, I recommend staying up on the hand. Maybe just bend the elbow a little bit. Take a breath here. And then come on up, both hands on the floor. We'll find downward facing dog. Find your way there. Once you arrive, see if you can take little movements to get comfortable. A little pedal through your feet might feel really nice. You might like to stretch high to the toes, crack out the ankles, and then melt your heels towards the mat. I don't know about you, but at the beginning of practice, my body creaks a lot, creaks and cracks. It feels nice to just take little movements to sort of work out the kinks and get ready for more vigorous movements. Eventually, let's all meet in stillness in our downward facing dog. And setting as much weight as you can into the heels of the feet. Let your legs feel strong. Lower belly squeezing in. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale to look forward, stretch to the toes. Exhale, walk your feet, come up to the top of your mat. Forward fold, let your head hang heavy. Bend into your knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reaching up high. Exhale, arms come by your sides. A few rounds of our sun salutations. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, step back, lower to a hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths, inhale. And exhale, that's 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift, head is up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms are reaching high. And exhale, arms come by your sides. Let's do a few more. Inhale and reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up high. Exhale, arms come by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms reaching high. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach high. Exhale, arms by your sides. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up, inhale, arms are reaching high. And exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Great job. Let's do a few rounds of our Sun Salutation B. Big bend in your knees. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga, full breath out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend into your knees. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, straighten the legs and bring your arms by your sides. Good, we'll do it again. Bend the knees, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, chaturanga. Keep breathing. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, legs straight and arms by the sides. Good, we'll do one more. A little variation of this last one. Big bend in the knees. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, rise. Stay here. Take hands behind the back. Humble warrior. Right foot wiggles to the right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Head and chest on the inside of the right leg. Look slightly forward and reach your arms high. Stay 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise. Warrior 1, reach high. Exhale, chaturanga. Step back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands behind the back. Set yourself up. Take a deep breath in. Wiggle left foot to the left. Exhale, fold. Humble warrior. Drop low and reach high. Breathing here for 5, 4, look slightly forward. 3, arms a little higher. 2, 1, inhale, rise. Warrior 1, reach high. Exhale, chaturanga, step back. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, walk or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Take a bend in the knees. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, legs straight and arms by your sides. Very nice. Take your feet apart, about as wide as your hips, and then fold forward, catch onto your big toes with your first and middle fingers. Take a deep breath in, lift your head, gaze forward. Exhale and fold. Chin towards the chest, head towards the legs. Breathing through the nose as we look for a stretch through the back side of the body. Ground your toes just a little bit. Make sure that not all of the weight is in the heels of your feet. One more breath here. Inhale, lift up your head. Exhale here. Bring your hands to be under your feet. Paddison, palms face up. Inhale. Folding deeper. Exhale. Head comes down. Stretching into a deeper place. Working legs as straight as they can be without having any pain in your body. Head relaxes. Take the tension out of the neck and out of the jaw. Steady your breath. One more here. Looks good. Inhale, lift up your head. Exhale here. Release your hands, rise all the way up, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, left hand wraps around the right wrist. Turn the right hand into a fist, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lean over to the left and create a big stretch in the whole right side of the body. Hips swing out to the right just a tiny bit. Equal grounding in both of your feet for the moment. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms stretch high and apart. Exhale, other side. Right hand holds left wrist, leaning over to the right side. Left hand could turn into a fist. Maybe swing your hips gently over to the left. Big stretch in the whole left side of the body. Breathing for 3. Holding for 2. Find your deepest place. One more breath. Inhale, rise, arms are apart. Exhale, feet together. Fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, step back and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step forward, find a lunge. Back knee comes down and hands come up to the front leg. And pause here for a moment. See if you can really focus on the stretch that you're hopefully feeling through the front side of the back leg. Belly is nice and strong. You can stay exactly here. You might need your yoga block for this next part. We're gonna bring the right hand directly next to the right hip, stretch it to the floor, left arm reaches over the ear towards the right side of the room. Another side body focus stretch. See if you can really find length through that left side body. Maybe lunging a little bit lower. Maybe eventually your right hand is flat on whatever surface it's touching. Let's hold here for 5. 4, big breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring your hands to the floor, straighten your front leg, and fold half split. Front foot flexes up towards your face, folding your chest and your head over your front leg. Breathing deeply as much as you can. One more big breath here. Slowly bend your front leg, lizard pose. Bring your hands to the inside of your front foot. Wiggle your right foot over to the right. I like to be in the shape with the back knee on the floor, but you're welcome to lift it off the mat if that would be more comfortable for you. Feel welcome to lower your forearms down to the floor, or maybe your forearms down onto yoga blocks. If you're going there, see if your forearms, the elbows rather, can line up with the heel of your front foot. Option 2, turn your front foot more towards the right, the toes, and then maybe you can open right knee towards the right for a more intense hip stretch. Stay here, or any of the other options that we've been in, or bend your back leg, reach back with your right hand, and catch the foot. So again, back leg could be bent, right hand reaching for that foot if you'd like. Little twisting like action, chest towards the ceiling if you have the foot. Maybe you pull the footing towards the body, holding for 5. 4, you should be able to breathe steadily here. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Bring both of your hands down to the floor. Tuck your toes and lift your back knee off the mat. Find down dog split. Inhale, right leg is high. Exhale, bend your knee and open up your hip. Melt the left heel down as you open the right knee way up. Really open up the hips. One more breath here. And release both feet on the mat. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, reach your left leg up high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step forward into a lunge. Back knee lowers down. Bring your hands up onto your front thigh. And pause for a moment here. Just take a couple moments, rearrange your stance if you need to. Remember, we want to feel a big stretch through the front side of the back leg. You could stay right here. You could grab yourself a block for your left hand. We're going to move the left hand directly next to the left hip, down on the mat or on a yoga block. Right arm reaches up high, and then over towards the left side of the room. Breathing here, really finding some length on that right side body. Holding a little bit longer. Let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring your hands down. Straighten your front leg for half split, folding forward. Chest and head over your left leg. Flex that front foot in towards your face. And just breathe as you release your chest and your head down. Take one more breath here. Slowly bend back into your front leg, finding lizard pose. Left foot wiggles out to the left. Both hands come to the inside of the front leg. You can do whatever you did on the first side. For some of us, that means we're going to lower down to the forearms. For others, it means we stay up on the hands. Option to turn left toes more to the left. Left knee opening out towards the left for a bigger stretch in that front hip. And breathe, right? Breath is really important here. If you liked the foot holding position, you could do that again. Bending that back leg, reaching back for the foot, and holding it close. You might eventually pull it even closer to the body. Remember, this might feel intense, but it shouldn't feel painful. Use your best judgment. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Both hands on the floor. Let go of that back foot if you had it. 3-legged downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch your left leg up high. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. Mount that right heel towards the floor. Open your left knee towards the ceiling. Breathe deeply one more time. Inhale. And exhale, both feet down on the mat. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Breathe deeply in. And breathe fully out. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, pull the knee towards your nose. Step forward, crescent lunge. Inhale to rise. Stretch your arms all the way up. So if possible, the back knee is lifted here. A little different than our low lunge. You might have a little bend in your back leg to lengthen your lower back, your choice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take an open twist by reaching the right arm behind you and the left arm forward. Your chest should open towards your right leg. So you can really twist the upper body. Keep the belly in to keep the spine long. Find a radiant twist by dropping your back hand down your back leg. Front arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Twist open through the torso. Take a deep breath in. Warrior two, exhale. Straighten the legs for a moment and then bend deeply into that front leg. Holding here. Nice and steady through the nose. Find some stamina through the legs. Send some weight into that back leg here. Inhale, radiant warrior. Back arm down, back leg. Front arm up towards the ceiling. Bend your front leg a tiny bit more for the moment. And then straighten the leg. Reach back as far as you can. Breathe one more time here. Inhale, bring yourself up. Arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, wiggle back foot in a little bit closer to the front foot. Take a deep breath in. Triangle pose. Exhale. Right hand to right leg. Left arm high towards the ceiling. Stay here or reach top arm towards the front of the room. Seeing if that left arm can be parallel to the mat here. As you rotate torso slightly more open, ground your back foot a tiny bit more. Hold here and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Left hand to left, waist gaze down. Halfmoon pose. Walk your right hand forward and lift your back leg high. Option to take your left arm towards the ceiling. Your bottom hand could be on a block if you need it to be. Limbs are long, stretching in all directions. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3. If you want to challenge your balance, look to your lifted hand. 2. On 1, gently both hands find the floor. Folding forward, lift your lifted leg higher. Breathe one more time. And then fold forward and breathe out. Take a deep breath in and a full exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga, step back and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach your left leg up high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Crescent lunge, step forward, and inhale, rise. Come all the way up. And just like on the first side, your back leg could be straight, it could be a little bit bent, depending on your preference here. It's lifted if you're able. Belly is nice and strong. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, find that open twist. Left arm reaching towards the back of the room. Right arm reaching towards the front of the room. Open your chest towards the left side of your mat. Find a radiant twist. Back arm down the back leg. Front arm up high towards the ceiling. Rotate open into a bigger twist. Breathe here one more time. Inhale. Warrior two, pause with straight legs, and then bend into your shape. Breathe deeply, catch your breath. So you can put some extra weight into that back foot. Both legs really strong. Your whole body feels powerful here. Inhale, Radiant Warrior. Front arm is high. Back arm is down the back leg. See if you can bend that front leg a tiny bit more just for the moment. And then straighten it. Both legs are straight. You're still reaching back. Radiant Triangle Pose. Find your deepest place. Take one more breath here. And then rise. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, shorten your stance. Back foot comes a little closer to the front foot. Inhale, prepare. Triangle pose. Exhale, left hand down and right arm high. Take a few moments to settle into the posture. And then if you can, take that top arm and reach it forward towards the front of the room. Breathing deeply here. Keep rooting weight into the back foot. And we'll stay for 3. Little twist of the torso open, holding for 2. One more breath. Right hand to right waist, gaze down. Half-moon pose, walk left hand forward. Take back leg high. Put your left hand on the block if you need it. If you feel stable, extend your right arm towards the ceiling. For more balance, look down. For more of a challenge, look towards your lifted hand. We'll hold here together and breathe for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands come down really carefully. Lifted leg is still high as you fold chest and head low. Breathe one more time. Inhale. And then feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath in and a breath out. We'll take the feet out as wide as the mat and find Malasana. Make our way into a squat. Hope you're feeling really good right now. If you feel like you need more of a break than this position, feel free to just sit down on the floor. You can join us again whenever you're ready. We're just gonna take a couple more breaths here. Really big inhales and really big exhales through the nose. And then let's find our way into crow pose, Bakasana. This is optional, but if you want, you can bring your hands to the floor, your knees to the backs of your arms, lean forward, and see if your feet can lift off the mat. Knees forward. This posture is all about finding strength in the belly. Your core and your legs have to be engaged to keep some air time. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Find chaturanga, step back plank pose. Inhale. Elbows bend. Exhale. Up dog. Inhale. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, walk or hop, halfway lift, top of the mat. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise, arms are reaching up high. And exhale, arms by your sides. We'll do a balancing posture today. Finding tree pose. We'll stand on the right leg first. Take your left foot to the inner part of the right leg. Sole of the foot somewhere on the inner thigh, or maybe the inner calf. Hands in prayer. For the moment, steady your gaze. Look at some unmoving object. Likely it's not this video, but maybe somewhere on the floor. You're welcome to stay here with hands in prayer. Those of you who feel really stable with your balance, see if you can move towards this more challenging shape. Take the right arm and reach it up towards the ceiling. Take your left hand, palm facing up on your left leg. Connect your pointer finger to your thumb on your left hand. Stay here or start to lean over to the left, finding a side body stretch as you stand. As you lean, left hand crawls even further down the left leg. We'll stay for 3. Left foot pushes gently into the standing leg for 2. 1 more breath. And then come all the way out. Bring your arms by your sides and your feet to the floor. Great job. Let's try the other side. Now we're standing on the left leg. The right foot comes to the inner thigh. The hands are prayer. The higher you bring your foot off the floor, the more challenging it will be for your balance. So if you're struggling with balance, keep that foot closer to the floor. Same options are available here. Find your balance first. So look somewhere that's not moving. Look down at the floor, some solid object. Right hand towards the right leg. Left arm is high. This is an option, right? It's not required. If you're here, maybe pointer finger and thumb connect. Looking for that side body stretch. So you can take your top arm and lean it over towards the right side. Breathe deeply. We'll stay for 3, 2, 1. Gently come all the way out. Both of your feet come down to the floor. All right, let's continue. Inhale, arms are reaching up high. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Plank pose, exhale, step back. Bring your feet together. Roll to your left side. Side plank, left hand down, and right arm high. Take any version you like. We'll stay for 5. Gaze up if you can. 4. Flex your feet if they're stacked. 3, 2, 1. Both hands down, straight to the other side. Right hand down and left arm up. Look up if you can. Find strength everywhere. And we'll stay for 5. 4, be consistent with your variations if you're taking one. 3, 2, on 1, listen carefully. Left forearm comes down. Forearm side plank. Right arm is high. Any variation is welcome. We'll stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both forearms down. Other side. Right forearm down. Left arm up. Stay here with me for 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1. Both forearms down. Stay here in your forearm plank. Interlace your hands together and find Dolphin Pose by walking your feet in towards your hands. Feet are apart. Leg is high. Stretch the tip toes of your left foot and breathe for 5, 4, 3, keep lifting if you can, 2, 1. Right foot down, left foot up, same thing. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down. Stay longer if you can, or if you prefer, put your head on the floor, lock your feet in, and lift up into a headstand. Hold here for 10, 9. If your feet are on the floor, still hold if you can. 8. Otherwise, child's pose. 7, 6, 5, 4. Strong belly, strong legs. 3, 2. On 1, gently release. Child's pose. Bring your knees to the floor, your chest and head to the floor, and relax.
Nice little shoulder strengthening sequence. A lot of core strengthening there as well. If you feel like you need more time to rest, stay where you are. Otherwise, join me for a vinyasa. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale for up dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. And we'll find a seat. Join me there. We'll set up to do a few back bends today. Hopefully feel like you still are energized to do that. Let's lay down on our backs. We'll set up with the arms by the sides, starting with a simple bridge pose. We'll work into 4 back bends today. If you feel any concerns about the safety of back bending in your practice, just sit this out. That's always an option. If you feel like you can work towards bridge pose, I recommend giving that a try. And those of you with an established practice, at any point feel welcome to move towards wheel pose. Let's begin. Simple hip lifting off the floor. Inhale, go ahead, lift all the way up. Arms can be by your sides, or hands can be interlaced. If you have any other version of bridge pose that you like to practice, feel free to head there. Let's stay for 5. 4, your legs are strong, tilt your pubic bone up. 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower yourself down. Pause for a moment. The next 3 we'll do fairly quickly, so pick something you think you can stick with or go between different variations if you'd like. Set yourself up and we'll lift into our next round. Go ahead and come up. And we'll breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come down. Come right back up. Inhale, lift. Holding here and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come down. Right back up. Last one. Stay with me. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come all the way out. Really nice job. We'll come up and find a seat. Send your legs straight forward. Bring your hands up onto your thighs, and we'll crawl the hands all the way forward into a forward fold. Just reach your hands as far down the legs as they can go comfortably. Let your head hang heavy towards your legs. And breathe as deeply as you can. Take one more breath here. Slowly come all the way up. Plant your hands to be behind your body. Finding Purvaltanasana, point your fingers and your toes forward. Have your feet be together here if you can. And inhale, lift up high. Toes stretching towards the mat for 5, 4, strong legs, strong feet. 3, 2, 1. Gently come all the way out. Let's find downward facing dog. Join me for a vinyasa if you can. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe deeply in. And breathe fully out. Inhale, reach your right leg up high. Pigeon pose. Exhale, right leg pulls forward into your pigeon pose. Right knee's a little bit wider than your right hip. Right foot angles towards the left side of your mat. Stay here up on your hands or bring yourself down to your forearms. And breathe. Breathe as deeply and as fully as you can. See if you can soften your face. Relax the jaw and your tongue. And see if you can deepen your breath. You're welcome to stay exactly here. The variation offer, those of you wanting a little bit more shoulder mobility, we've been working that a little bit today. So if you want a little bit more, you might put your left arm on the floor, stretching left hand towards the right. Reach your right arm behind your back, and imagine you can hold your right foot with your right hand. So it's a little bit of a twist. Notice the tendency to want to lean to the side and see if you can stay right where you are. We'll hold for 5. Should intensify your hip stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring hands to the floor. Lean onto the right side and swing your back leg so it's out in front of you. Janu Shirshasana. Looks like our seated tree pose. Bring your right foot to the inner thigh and then open slightly the right knee and hip a little more to the side. Starting with a folded leg action, chest and head down. And then immediately we're gonna bring left arm inside, left leg to the floor. Right arm is reaching up high and then forward towards the long leg. If you could reach, maybe right fingers hold left toes. Maybe left hand, that's your bottom arm, reaches for your right leg, that's your bent knee, and you can twist yourself open. Working even more side body stretches here. See if your right sit bone can melt towards the mat. Breathe one more time. And then come all the way up, release. Right hand plants behind you, lean to the right shin, send yourself high, hips high, left fingers stretching towards the back of the room. Breathe one more time here. And release. Bring yourself all the way out. Nice job. Let's find our way to downward facing dog. Join me for vinyasa. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, reach your left leg up high. Pigeon pose. Exhale, pull yourself forward. Remember that left knee should be slightly wider than the left hip, just slightly. Left foot angles towards the right edge of your mat. It's likely that one side feels a little different than the other, so modify if you need to. It doesn't have to look and feel exactly the same. I like to drop to the forearms, but you might prefer to stay up on your hands. Both are correct. And just breathe. If you found this to be a challenging practice, continue to focus on your breath, and that'll help you find some ease. Keeping the mind as present as possible, especially in the postures like this where we hold for a bit. It can be easy to let the mind wander, so try to refocus on the breath. You could stay here, or if you liked the variation that I offered on the first side, this time the right hand would stretch over towards the left, so you're leaning down on the right shoulder. Left arm wraps behind the back, and you're looking to connect your left hand to your left foot. Chest is opening up. Head doesn't quite rest on the floor. You might notice that it intensifies the hip stretch on that left side. That's what we're hoping to feel. Let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Bring both hands to the floor. Setting up for Janu Shirshasana, that seated tree pose-like shape. The right leg extends forward and the left foot is in the inner thigh. Opening up that left knee and hip a little bit more. Finding a folded leg action first. Folding chest and head over your long leg. And then immediately drop right arm inside right leg. Left arm reaches high and then forward. Maybe your fingers reach for your toes. Maybe your bottom arm, that right arm reaches for your left leg to help you twist open. Imagine some future practice where your right shoulder drops to the floor on the inside of your right leg. Take 2 more breaths, really root your left sit bone down. 1 more breath here. Nice job, we'll come out slowly. Left hand plants behind you for gate pose. Set yourself up, leaning onto that left shin. Front foot's grounded, top arm's reaching towards the back of the room. Breathe as deeply as you can. Take 1 more breath here. And then gently come all the way out. Let's take vinyasa. Inhale, step back into plank pose. And exhale, lower down. Inhale for upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a full breath out. And then come back to a seat. And if you have your blocks, we'll meet them now for this next posture. It's called heart bench. Really lovely posture. One of my personal favorites to relax in. You want 1 block on the tall height. That block's gonna go behind your head. 1 block on the medium height, on the highest part of the spine, right between the shoulder blades. And you're literally creating a bench-like shape for your back to rest on. So when you lean back, you're leaning your upper back onto the blocks and the head onto the blocks. I like to have my legs in Baddha with the soles of the feet touching and the knees open, but your legs could be in a different shape. Find a place that's comfortable for you. If you're not comfortable here, you could just lay down on your back without support. You could do that if you don't have blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could use pillows stacked to create this sort of subtle back bending leg shape. If you're not quite comfortable, the block underneath your back might be too low. Sometimes wiggling it a little bit higher can be helpful to find more comfort here. And then just try to relax. We've done a lot to work the shoulders and the sides of the bodies today, so hopefully this feels like a welcomed resting place. If you're not quite ready to rest the shoulders, you can take your hands and hold opposite wrists or elbows above your head and just sort of let them hang heavy over your head. Sort of imagining that one day your forearms could come to the floor over your head. And just breathing here. Setting breath into any areas that feel tight with tension and see if you can release. If your arms are overhead, take 3 more breaths with them in that position. Slowly release the arms by the sides if you were elsewhere. And then see if you can release even more into this shape. It feels like you're surrendering here. Breath flows in and flows out with ease. Using this practice experience to connect with ourselves on a deeper level. Where are you in that experience today? Perhaps just being slightly more observant. Perhaps you're just beginning the journey. Take
2 more breaths here in your heart bench. And 1 more breath here. Find a way to bring your feet to the floor so your knees are bent and your feet are planted. And remove the blocks from underneath of your body. And bring yourself all the way down onto your back. The knees pull in towards the chest, a little rock of your body from side to side, releasing the body from the shape. Rolling legs all the way over towards the left. For a twist, the right arm extends towards the right. For a more intense twisting feeling, you might wrap your top leg around your bottom leg. More simply, you might just look towards the right, maybe just turning the head if the eyes are closed. Feel welcome to leave them closed. Breathing a few more times, slow and steady. And we'll come back to center, twisting the other way. Legs roll over towards the right. Maybe the top leg wraps around the bottom leg. The left arm extends towards the left. Maybe turning the head towards the left. Sending breath through the body. Using your exhales to release tension. Take 1 more breath here. And then back to center we go. Knees pulling in towards the chest. Find a way to rock yourself up into a seat. Crossing your legs. And bringing your hands into prayer. Take a moment just to pause. A moment to observe yourself once again. Thanking yourself for making time in your day to practice yoga. Feeling grateful for this yoga practice and all of the many benefits it offers your body and mind. We'll join our voices, chanting the sound of Om 1 final time today. Join with me if you're able. We'll take a deep breath in to prepare. Namaste. Thanks for being here with me today. I hope to see you again for another practice soon. Just 1 more pose today. Let's make our way onto our backs once again. This time we're looking for Shavasana, our final rest. Extend your legs long. Release your arms by your sides. Find a way to release all of the muscles. Relax everywhere. Breath could be totally natural if you'd like. Try to find a place to be still, holding here for about 5 minutes. Feel welcome to rest longer if you'd like. Enjoy this restful place, and I'll see you again soon for our next practice together.